Namaskar, Abhishek, once again in the series Unlocking Stars with Abhishek. So Unlocking Stars with Abhishek is a series on Brihat Parashara Hora Shastra. In chapter 7, Shodash Varga Adhyay, Maharshi Parashara is at the culmination. He is about to finish. He is about to reveal the real final destination, the real final culmination of this chapter, as well as your journey of analysis of chart through divisions. So today Maharshi will discuss about the last divisional chart, Shastiamsha chart, D60. D60 is really very important chart. Maharshi Parashar mentioned about this chart like Shastiamsha Akhilam mi chiyait. Akhilam mi chiyait. It means through this D60, you can see everything of the native. And some school of thoughts in astrology, they believe, the acharyas from that school of thought, they believe, firmly believe, D1, D9, and D60 has to be, must be considered. Not stop yourself up to D9. Take D60 also if you want to see the real picture. That is the final chart. That is a chart which will give you finest detail about the native, and that chart, that D60, that Shastiamsha is the subject of today's episode, and Mahaguru is going to reveal that one. We will emerge and we will dive down into the Mahaguru Vakya, Guru Mahan Kathan. We will dive down what Maharshi Guru is revealing about this chart. Before that, I will go to Param Guru, Adi Guru, Sri Mahadev, and take his blessings first. Let's come together to pray him. Om Visvesvaraye Narakarnavtaranaye Karinamritaye Sasisekhar Dharanaye Karpur Kanti Dhavalaya Jata Dharaye Daridra Dukh Dahanaye Namah Shivaya. Daridra Dukh Dahanaye Namah Shivaya. Daridra Dukh Dahanaye Namah Shivaya. After remembering Mahaguru, Adi Guru, through the verse composed by Maharshi Vasishtha, who is the grandfather of Maharshi Parashar. So that's a real coincidence when we are here to watch the great discussion regarding the one of the most important chart, D60, between Maharshi Parashar and Maharshi Maitre, and then remembering Mahaguru with the verse composed by Maharshi Vasishtha. After getting the blessings of Adi Guru, We are just preparing, just doing some background checks before enter into the Guru Mahakatham. There are 60 divisions, obviously, in D60, and each division have been allocated lordship. The deity of each division. So Maharshi has dedicated verse number 33 to 41 of this chapter, chapter 7. And with this verse number 41, this chapter will complete. So today we will, after completing this episode, we will complete this chapter 7, which is dedicated to the Vargas, Shodash Vargas. So now think about the some background. D40, most important chart telling about the maternal lineages and what curse and what blessing will be manifested can be derived from the maternal lineage. So we can see, we have ability to see, being an astrologer. D45, that giving same sort of idea about the auspiciousness and inauspiciousness, blessings and curses from the paternal lineages. But these two charts, important charts, they are at subconscious level. These are the third harmonics of fourth house and ninth house. But today D60, we are at super conscious level. Is the fifth harmonic of self. So obviously this chart will going to give indication about very finer level, very tiny level, and those are very strong. This chart is talking about the strongest trait about a person. So now, after maternal lineage and after studying paternal lineage, what about the natives' own past life karmas? So this chart will give indication. This chart is the painting, this chart is the sketch of natives' own past life karmas, and through those karmas, due to those karmas, blessings and curses are coming to this life, to present life, and this chart is giving that indication. As I told you, Hora is a science. And this science, this Hora, is based on the very powerful karma theory. That karma theory is integrated. That is the foundational building block of this Hora. And when we are talking about the karma theory, that has been endorsed by all 6 schools of Vedic philosophy, and Bhagwan endorsed that one in Gita also, gave the karma yoga. And how the fate and destiny, the tug of war is going on, keep going on in native's life, between fate and destiny, fate and free will. Fate is the destiny, fate and free will. The third house, Parakarma, and the ninth house, the luck, Bhagya, they are opposite to each other. If you do the parakarma, you will get the luck. So in karma theory, there are like three karmas: prarabdha, sanchit, and the agami. So in the continuous celestial journey of a jiva, he is doing karmas and then he is getting the fruits. So jiva is continuously traveling. So in the next life, he got a baggage from the past life, that is the sanchit karma. And that baggage, that sanchit karma, is described in D60. In D60, the position of the planet give an idea about the primary motive of the planets. So what is the primary motive of the planets? Because from the past life, this is carry forwarded to this life. So how this life is going to be impacted? How those sanchit karmas will be exhausted in this life in the form of manifestation of the blessings or the curses, up and downs. So it's not only the past life analysis, it is the past life analysis for the present, analysis of past for the future, to understand the trait. So how the past life karmas will be manifested in the present life, so you will get the trait, the inclination, the bend. So this is D60. One thing is also, it's very easy to understand, like it's a D60, so we are going to divide 30° by 60. And if we divide 30° by 60, then the one tiny little division of D60 is of 0° 30 minute. The 0° 30 minute, it means 2 minutes. 2 minutes, it means after every 2 minutes, this Shastiamsha chart keep changing. And if you talk about the cusp, every 20 seconds. In case of twins, it's really, really helpful. This chart is really, really helpful. Otherwise, for twins, the Rasi chart might be same. Maybe the D9 might be same. So getting the correct D60 chart, that's the real challenge. If you have error in your date of time of birth, then you will get incorrect D60 chart. And you analyze your incorrect D60 chart and you do the Halades and you think about yourself or any native. That's why I told, like, software are very good and some are very bad, but those will give you a chart according to input provided. And if you put the wrong input, wrong time of birth, then how can you get the D60, right D60, correct D60? And if you are analyzing an incorrect D60, then you are doing a crime. That's why the rectification of birth, the correction of birth time, the Lagna Suddhi, this technique you have to apply. You have to learn the astrological techniques. There are so many techniques applying Pranpad, or Marcy has told about the Pranpad. So we should be very careful when we are casting D60 for a native about the time of birth, so that we could get correct D60. So with this background preparation about the Shastiamsha D60 chart, we will just enter into the Guru Kathan. Mahaguru has provided the casting rule as usual and allocated the lordship of the divisions. I told you in last couple of episodes also, the lordships are very important, because every lords has their own nature, and that division is his house. And if any planet is going to live, going to use that house, so that lord of the division must influence that planet, and then the behavior of the planet must be influenced by the lord of the division. Not only in case of the D60, in all of the Vargas. So these deities of the division are being used in the remedial sort of thing, and also being used in the Halades also, in order to understand the relationship between the how they behave. Let's emerge into the Shastiam's Kathana, and then we will go dive down and try to extract knowledge out of this Mahaguru Vakya. Let's come. Atha Shastiam's Kathana Rasin Vihaya Khetasya Dwinsamansya Sesam Saikam Chatandrase Bhapaha Sasteyam Sapaha Asmritaha. This is the casting rule. This time it's a completely different technique Guru is providing. Guru is playing with the natural numbers, odd and even, and then the simple natural number he is using. That natural number, they are called natural number because they came from nature. So they got a spiritual significance also. But I'm not going to in that area right now. I will explain this one in more detail. But right now, what Mahasi is saying, like look at the answers, focus on the answers, the degree, forget about everything. And then you have to multiply the degree of the planet by 2. And then divide by 12. Once you divide by 12, then forget about the quotient. Just think about the remainder. And in remainder, add 1. The result you get it, the result after adding 1. So from the position of the planet, you count that. And then you will get that division. Very unique technique for this unique chart. We will do the casting exercise, then your clarity will be more clear. Then lordship. Now for the 60 divisions, he is using 60 lords. 60 lords, the gods, demigods, the grahas, they are also god. So different gods. The polygod concept is useful here. That's why we do believe in this many god system only in order to teach, in order to explain the philosophy, in order to explain the science. Because all the gods here, Ghorasya Rakshaso, they have different characters, different bend, different inclination. They are owning the house, they are owning the division. Then planet is coming. You are going to live in a good man's house, your friend's house, very gentleman house. What is your feeling? And the same time, you have to live forcefully in the house of any criminal. So what is your feeling? So this sort of superimposition, that reflection need to be understood. Maharshi Parashar did not label these lords as a good or bad, as a krur or saumya. That's a very tricky. Now you have to understand the nature of the god, and then you have to think if any particular planet is in the house of that god, then what is going to happen. Malefic is not always bad. If I can give you one example, one of the division is governed by the Gulik. Gulik is a lord, Gulik is a deity of that D60. If we consider Gulik as a bad, but in that bad lord's division, Saturn is going to leave, then Saturn will not feel bad. So you have to apply your understanding. This is Hora. This is the top most best of the best askandas among 3. And this is Jyotish. This is top Vedang out of 6. So here it is expectation of the Maharshi. Maitre, he is addressing to Maitre. Maitre has understanding of these deities, these gods. Although acharyas are coming and exploring this Shastra, expanding this Shastra through commentaries and through original research. In Phal Deepika, Mantreswar Maharaj has shed some light on the nature of deities. So that can be helpful for those people like us who do not have in-depth spiritual understanding about these deities. I will go through that one to help you out according to Acharya. So let's come to see the deity first through the verse number 34 to 46, because he is allocating deities to each 60 divisions. Let's come. He's starting from the Ghor. Ghor is a prominent deities. Ghor, Aghor, and Ghoratari. That's a trinity. I'm not going into the detail. Let's come first. Ghorasya rakchaso devah kubero yaksha kinnarau भ्रष्टः कुलघन्नो गर्लो वह नीरमाया पूरी सकः आपां पतिर्मरुत वांशा कालः सर्पामृते इंदुकाः मृदुहा कोमल हेरंब ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश्वराः. Each deity, one division, one by one. I'll imagine the verse, then I will go one by one to the deities. Next, Mahasi is saying, he's revealing the truth, what he learned from Brahma directly through Guru Parampara. Devadau kalinascha chiti sakamalakarau guliko mritukalascha davagni ghora sangakaha yamascha kantakasudhamritau purna nisakaraha visdagda kulanchasya मुख्यो वंश छयास्तथा उत्पात काल सौम्याख्या कोमलः शीतलाभिधः कराल दंत्र चंद्रास्यौ प्रवीणः काल पावकः दंडभ्रीनिर्मलः सौम्यः क्रूरो अतिशीतलो अमृतः पयोधि भ्रमराख्यो च चंद्ररेखा दयुत्मपा समेभे व्यज्याग्यता षष्ट्याशेषाः प्रकीर्तिताः षष्ट्यांश स्वामीर्जोषे तदिश सादव्ययतः समे. Now close up to verse number 38 and 39. The 39 is the last one, the Chandra Rekha, Indu Rekha, Chandra Rekha. That's the last one, sixth allocation done. Now after allocation, he is saying in the sum, in the even divisions, you have to follow the reverse order, and in the Visam order, in the odd order of the divisions, odd divisions, you have to follow from the first, from the Ghor. So from Ghor to Chandra Rekha. It's a demigod. So next is very tricky. That is the Guru Agya. What he is saying, and his Guru Agya to the Maitre, he is addressing to Maitre. He is also a Maharshi. Subha Shastiamsha Sanyukta Graha Subphala Pradaha Krur Shastiamsha Sanyukta Nasayanti Khacharinaha. That's a mystery for us. a lot of play, a lot of drama is going on. People are coming, pretending they know these all the deities and try to give analysis, half cooked. Maharshi is saying to the, he is one of the best students, Maitre, who is also a realized, enlightened soul. And this discussion between two greatest of the greatest soul, both are realized one, both have a spiritual understanding of all these 60 deities. So he is instructing, he is commanding to his student Maitre, Shubh Shastiamsha Sanyukta Graha. So planets who are in the Shubh Shastiamsha, in the benefic division of the Shastiamsha, they will give Shubh Phal and vice versa. If any planet is in the Ashubh, in the malefic, in the bad Shastiamsha, then that planet will give bad result. Nas yanti khacharaniha. Khachar, one who wander in the sky. How is the sky? Char, wandering. So now Maharshi's command, Maharshi's order is to think in that direction. But the problem is, which is the Subh Shastiamsha? Which division is Subh Shastiamsha? And which division is the Krur Shastiamsha? So it means Maharshi is directing to, you should know the all 60 deities. So a lot of guesses. But in the Phal Deepika or in other acharyas also, they explained in more detail. But the Parashar, Maharshi Parashar has provided this direction. He has given the name of the deities and this direction. This is your direction. You go and think. So we will think. So Guru Agya. So we will think also. So let's come. So these divisions, I just more interested in to show you the deities one by one. And the casting rule I have already explained. So here, put the casting rule once again for your ready reference. So whenever you have to do the casting, you think about the lagna or think about the planet. So ignore the position of the planet. Wheresoever planet is, you have to just pick up the degree. What is the degree? See the degree. And then multiply by 2. Ignore the minute, ignore the second, everything. Just pick the degree and multiply by 2. You will get the value. Then divide by 12. So divide by 12, and then you will get the remainder. Forget about the quotient. And then add in the remainder 1. And the value, then that is the value you have to count from the position of the planet. So this is your casting rule, prescribed by Maharshi Parashar. This is not my research. This is given by Maharshi Parashar. We have to apply that one. That is the instruction of Maharshi Parashar. Now, just think about like first division. So I just put just Lord like starting from the Dheer. Starting from the Ghor. Ghor is the first. Ghor is the first. Maharshi started from the Ghor. Ghor Rakshaso. Ghor Rakshaso. So it's a Ghor. Sorry about that. I think you forgive me. So Ghor is the first one. It's considered by the Acharya as like a malefic, Ghor. I'm giving just this extra guideline because Maharshi Parashara has just told you to in the good division, in the Subh Shastiamsha, Subh Phal, and in the Krur Shastiamsha, Asubh Phal. So Subh and Asubh, so just giving you some add-ons by the blessings of Mantreswar Maharaj. And the Rakshasa. Rakshas is a malefic, it's not a Deva, Devata, that's a benefic, that's one. The Kuber we know, Kuber is a we have already discussed about the Kuber. The fourth Shastiamsa is governed by Kuber. It's a good one. That's a benefic. And the Yaksh is a demigod. Number 5, Yaksh. It's a moderate. So it's a moderate means it's a sometimes good and sometimes some tricky bit. So moderate category. And the 6th one, the Kinnar. Kinnar is also moderate. And the 7th Shastiamsa is the Bhrast. Bhrast is the moderate. And the number 8 is the Kulagni. Kulagni. Number 8 is a malefic. It's a Krur, it's a malefic. Then the Garal is not always bad. It's a moderate. And then Agni, the Ag, the fire. Number 10, the fire. Fire is moderate. Fire is not always bad. It's a moderate. And then number 11, Maya. Maya is a malefic. It's bad. Maharshi is more interested in the word Krur Sastyamsa. So it's not good to say bad. It's like a malefic. More energy. It can be in that sense. It's bad sense. Puris, the number 12, that's a malefic. And Apanpati is a benefic. It's a benefic. And then we are coming to the Marut. We are coming to Marut one. Marut one is a moderate. And then Kal. You can see the Kal is a Aprakashit Graha. Kal. So Kal is a malefic. And then Ahi, the Sarp. It's a malefic. And then 17 is Amrit. Amrit is a benefic. It's a good one. And then Chandra, 18 Chandra. Chandra is a good. Chandra is benefic. And then Mridu is 19. 19 Mridu is a good benefic. And the Komal is very strange. Komal is a moderate. So having moderate tendency. And then Hiram is a benefic. And then Brahma means Brahma is a number 22 is a benefic, good one. Then Vishnu is very tricky here. It's a moderate. Don't think it's a Vishnu, so just go for good. It's a moderate. Then Maheshwar, the Mahesh, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh is coming. The Mahesh, number 24, it's a moderate. Vishnu moderate and Mahesh is also moderate. And then Dev This Dev is a benefic. And then Ardhara, 26, Ardhara. Ardhara is a good one. Ardhara is a benefic. Kalinas. Kalinas is a good one. Kalinas, the number 27 is a good one. Now the 28. Chatishwara. Chatishwara, 28. 28th division. That's a benefic. Then Kamalakar. Kamalakar, 29th. That's a benefic. This Gulik, I gave you example. This Gulik, 30th. Here it's very strange. Gulik is moderate. And then Mrityu. Mrityu is connected with the Mangal. Mrityu is a moderate. And the Kal is malefic. And then Davagni, that's Davagni is a malefic. And then Ghora, again, that is malefic. And then Yama is coming like it's a 25th. Yama is a malefic. Then Kantak, this Kantak related to the Jupiter, the Kantak, 36th division, that's a moderate one. And then Sudha, 37th division, Sudha, the moderate. Amrit is also moderate. So be careful. And then Purna Chandra is a, guess, it's a malefic. And then Visdagd is a malefic. So Visdagd is also malefic. Then 41 division, Kulnas is a not bad, it's a moderate. And then Vanschaya 42, that's a malefic. Utpat 43rd division, that's a moderate. And the Kal 44 is a malefic. The Soumya 45, that's a benefic, good one. And Komal is coming again. That was a moderate. And then Seetal 47, that's a benefic. Then Dantra Karal 48, that's a benefic. And the Indu Mukh 49, that's a benefic. And then Praveen 50, that's a good one. That's a benefic. That one's a benefic. And the Kalagni 51 divisions, Lord. Kalagni is a moderate. And then Dandayut, that's a 52 division, Lord. That's a moderate. And then 53 is a Nirmal. It's a good one. It's a benefic. And then Soumya is a moderate. And Krur is a moderate. And Ati Seetal is also moderate. And the Sudha is a moderate. And Payodhis 58th, Payodhis is moderate. And then Brahman, the moderate. And Indu Rekha, the Chandra Rekha is a good one. So these are the lords of the division. So I follow this one. This is from Ghor to Indu Rekha, Ghor to Chandra Rekha. I'm telling this is a Ghor basically. So this one, this is a Ghor. So from Ghor to Chandra Rekha, These are the lords. And we have to follow the reverse order for the someone. So the order will be changed. The lordship order will be changed. Each lord, you cannot say like that one word or two word, good and bad. That is not the full description of these gods. The character of these lords will give you tools in your hand to analyze the chart. So a lot of research is required, but at this stage, when we are just touching at surface level on this great chart D60, just learning about the casting rule and knowing the name of the deities. So at that level only we are at the moment. Otherwise, each deity characteristics need research, and that will give you idea about their attributes, and then you have to apply those attributes while analyzing the D60. I have just provided some sort of like benefic and malefic and moderate tendencies of these lords, so that you will get some idea and some awareness. So this is the awareness exercise. This is, you can say, like an awareness campaign on the D60, how important it is and how to just start to get into that one. It's a big ocean, and it has a lot of wealth of information about your past life that will drive your present life too. I'm just taking one example. I'm taking one example in our casting exercise. So let us suppose if the Lagna degree is 19 degree, 14 minute and 40 second, our favorite Lagna, the example. So I'm just discussing here before going to the chart. From this one, 19 degree, 14 minute and 40 second also, but that was not important here. Even here, minute is not important. You have to just speak the degree 19. And then you have to multiply that degree value by 2. So you multiply 2 into 19, 38. Now you have to simply divide what you get here, 38, then divide by 12. When you divide by 12, then only think about the remainder. What is the remainder? So when you divide, so the closest one is 36 in 12, and remainder will be 2. Whatever you get the remainder, you have to add 1. So you get 3. Now you get 3, this number, that is very important for you. Then you come to the chart. This is the D1 chart. You remember, this is the D1 chart. And this is the Lagna degree, what we were here exercising. So Lagna degree was the 19 degree, 14 minute and 40 second. So you got the 3. So your result is 3. Here, this 3. I'm interested in this 3. So then you have to go to the position where Lagna is. Lagna is in Aries. So 3, you add 3 to the Aries. Counting is always starting from the house itself. So from 1 to 3. So 1, 2, 3. So Gemini. So now the Lagna, the ascendant for the D60 is Gemini. So now you are able to you are able to cast your blank D60 chart ready for calculation of other planets. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So that is ready. Now one by one, you go to the planet, one by one, and then you apply this rule. It's very, very simple. Very simple. So Just go to the planet, see the degree, and only pick the degree. Multiply by 2 and then divide by 12. And then you will get the remainder, then add 1. And then from the position of the planet, you count that. Then you will get this chart. So this chart you will get it. This chart. So once you will get this chart, so you know how to cast the D60. You understand the how important D60 and what we are looking through this D60 and how to cast D60, and you understand the lordship of the HDB. Now this is time to think about the line of direction when you are analyzing one of the most important. Maharishi Parashara is saying this is the final chart. He said this is the final chart and stop. Shodash Varga. And then people are coming and people are just exercising, just applying harmonics and going up to 300. It doesn't matter. But what Mahaguru has provided the 16 charts, that's sufficient. So line of direction. This is not analysis, I told you, because a lot of equipment you need for the analysis. It's a too early. But Mahaguru, if Mahaguru blesses, then we will reach up to that level one day. No doubt about it. In the blessings of Mahaguru. This chart start from the Lagna. Lagna and Lagna Lord. That's most important, very important. Although this chart is being analyzed like a D1, like a D9, everything is important. But I'm just starting hitting out the starting from the like I'm giving you the pinpoint red hot points where you just go like so. Lagna, D60 Lagna and D60 Lagna Lord. D60 Lagna Lord is native himself, and that will give the indication about the his past life karmas and how that karma is being manifested. So think about the Lagna Lord and the Lagna. If the Lagna is very clean, no affliction on the Lagna, no planet in the Lagna. Lagna house is clean. So his native is not bringing Sanchit karmas, baggage of Sanchit karmas from past life. He's not bringing in the negative sense, basically, because the cause of birth you can find from this one, the cause of birth, because the birth, this birth is a what was the curse, what was the cause for the birth, why not native did not get the moksha in past life. So he has some incomplete desire, some attachments, or some curse, or some incomplete assignments to do. Some karmas has to exhaust. That's why he is in the present birth. So Lagna house and the Lagna's condition will give you this idea. This idea he will you can get like this idea. If the malefic, like think about, it's a malefic Lagna Lord or it's a benefic Lagna Lord. First of all, the malefic Lagna Lord is like give native like up and downs in the present life, because that kick in the background, and the benefic Lagna Lord will give like a smooth life. Uh, the blessing is flowing continuously through past life to this life. So it's all about the suffering. So if the Lagna is clean, so no suffering. So this Lagna Lord and the Lagna will give the indication about the past life and the traits of this life, the present life. For Purusarth prescribed, and these are captured through the four trikon. So, like a Dharm trikon, 159, 159 Dharm trikon. And then the Arth trikon, 2, 6, and 10. And then the Kam trikon, 3, 7, 11. And then the Moksha trikon, 4, 8, and 12. So, the planets in those trikons in D60 will give you idea about the bend of the mental bend of the native. So first, see the Lagna Lord. Where is the Lagna Lord? In which Trikon Lagna Lord is falling? In Arth Trikon, in Kam Trikon, or in Moksha Trikon, or in Dharma Trikon. So that will drive the that will drive, that is the inclination drive, that is the intrinsic drive, natural drive of the native. That is the intrinsic motivation of the native. Like in the Dharma Trikon, the cause of birth is like a devotion, like a dharma, like a religious exhaustion. And then Earth Trikon, if Lagna Lord is in, then it is indicating about the cause of birth is a materialistic experience. And then the Kam Trikon, in the Kam Trikon, I just told you the Kam Trikon 3, 7, 11, that will give like aspiration of the artificial life. Artificial life is not like a Yaksh Gandharvas, like a film, like a drama, and a lot of those profession is available. And then Moksha Trikonas, in the Moksha Trikonas, that is the spiritual inclination. That is the cause. That is the reason why native is here in this life. So that is giving indication. Ninth house and ninth house Lord is very important, because ninth house is the one of the most strongest dharma trikon, and it is dealing with the many things. So you have to think about the Lord, the condition of the ninth Lord, D69th Lord. Is it good or bad? If ninth Lord is spoiled, the condition is bad. So that will give you indication. And similarly, if good. I'm just touching these points, then I will come to this chart for a little bit, just go through. And then trick houses 6, 8, and 12. So analysis of these houses are very important. That will give you idea about the misfortune you are carrying from the past due to your own karmas. So if those houses are clean, then misfortune, you are not carrying those misfortune. For this native, the earth house is a bit tricky here, because the Ketu in the earth house, the occult thing, Ketu with the moon here, it's carrying from, there's a carry forwarded from the past. So this is being, and the 6 and 12 is no planet there. For the divisional chart, Rasi aspects are more prominent rather than the planets aspects. Although the position of the planets and if any yogas are forming, that is giving a lot of indications, but the aspect of Rasi is important, and Mahaguru will come in Rasi Drishti Adhyaya. People have misconception all the time. They are thinking like a Rasi Drishti is only the Gemini thing, but the Parashara has dedicated one Rasi Drishti Adhyaya after Varga Viveka Adhyaya. So we will go and touch upon that one. We will follow the footprints of Mahaguru and see. So that's why I'm telling, like once all the techniques will be revealed by the Mahaguru, then this analysis exercise will be very fruitful. But I'm giving you the direction, line of direction, so that that's awareness, so that you understand how important these charts are. How important. That is the thing. We talked about the 9th house. The 5th house, you can't ignore that. So 5th house and 5th lord. So check the condition of 5th house and 5th lord also. Here, the Lagna Lord, D60 Lagna Lord is the Mercury, is Mercury. And Mercury is in 10th house, in the Kendra, with Jupiter and Mars. In the 10th house, Jupiter is in the same own sign in Pisces, forming Hans Mahapurus Yoga. And Lagnes is there, debilitated here in Pisces. So it's a Neech Bhangraj Yoga. So Lagnes condition is really excellent. And Lagnes is in the 10th house, in the Earth Trikon's house, the strongest Earth Trikon house, with the Gurudev who is forming the Hans Mahapurus Yoga and Neech Bhangraj Yoga for the Lagnes, for the D16 Ascendant Lord. So native, the name, fame is a good, the stature, that's a carrying forwarded. And the ninth lord is the Saturn. Saturn is in 10th house, in the 7th house, in the Kendra. Although Saturn is in Jupiter's house, Saturn is not considering Jupiter as a, and in the 7th house, Saturn is getting directional strength. So ninth lord position is also very good. And the fifth lord is Venus, and fifth lord is also in the Kendra, in the friend's house. And the friend's house, the dispositor of this house, that Lagnesh himself, he is looking at his house and he is debilitated with a Neech Bangrajyo. So here ninth lord position and the fifth lord position and the Lagnesh position is excellent. And the native is carry forwarded some research oriented inclination, occult may be thing, sort of thing, the practices and all from past. So the like a third house, planet in third house, sun in own house with Rahu, and Rahu is Bhav Vargottam with the D1. So he was a hard worker in the past life also, good communicator. So this sort of thing is coming, like, and having Venus fifth lord in the fourth. Venus is getting directional strength again here in friend's house. Venus is fifth lord is very good, very in a very good position. Belongs to very good family, big family, pleasant family in the past life. So these sort of things you can analyze. And I hope I gave you some line of directions. With the disclaimer, the analysis, a lot of things, a lot of techniques will come. Mercy will reveal, and we can go along. And hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. With my capacity, I'll try to I'll try to reply. So today is the completion of this one of the most important adhyay, Shodash Varga adhyay, and most neglected adhyay. Like people are not using these Vargas. It's a very strange. They are not using these Vargas. If you are only looking at like D1, then you are not getting anything. At least people are coming up to only D9, but especially this D60, most important Vargas. So hope now you have ability to cast these Vargas and then apply your understanding. Mercy will bless you. And thank you very much. Thank you for watching. In the end, I will pray for you and pray for everybody. Om Asutoma Sadagamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Mritam Gamaya Om Santi Santi Santi. Jai Gurudev. Har Har Mahadev. Har Har Mahadev.